The running issue the past few days has to do with the non-admission of 2 Rastafarian students by Achimota School because they're wearing locks. Now, the snowball effect is that more people are asking for inclusion and be allowed to respect and express their religion at the education place and the workplace. The Muslim community is one such community asking for the girl child to be allowed to wear the hijab, which is their identity. Today on the Citi Newsroom, I've come to Nima in Accra, a Muslim-dominated community, to have a conversation with members of this particular community to ask them what they think and how they are pushing this particular agenda and how the non-wearing of hijab is affecting them in the practice of their religion. Come with me. We're going to speak to students, stakeholders, chiefs on this particular subject, what they make of the wearing of the hijab. I've come to this house here in Nima to speak to Safia. Safia is a student. You're a student of a senior high school, correct?
Yes, I'm a student of...
Okay. Now, how often do you wear this hijab that you're wearing? And explain to us what the hijab means to you as a person.
But in my case, because I've been going to school and I've been doing other stuff, my uniform, I can't wear my hijab together with my uniform. So I can wear my hijab on the way. But exactly at the time I'm in front of my school, I have to take off the hijab because the school rules are saying no hijab. Any Muslim activities are suspended for now. Sometimes when I'm working with my colleagues and you see them holding these rosaries and stuff, and no one would even know I'm a Muslim, but sometimes I want to show I'm a Muslim, but I can't. The only thing that will make me show is my hijab, and I'm denied of that. So
why must you cover your hair? There are people who argue that maybe you cannot engage in activities of the school with your hijab.
When you wear your hijab, you can do whatever you want. You can go to sports. In my school, I'm in the taekwondo club, and I wear my hijab because it's after school. I wear my hijab and I wear my PE kits. I can do my taekwondo. I can run with my hijab. I can do any other exercises with my hijab. It doesn't prevent me from doing other things.
Well, I'm still roaming the streets of Nima, canvassing views on this particular subject. I ran into these 3 girls who are just returning from school. What's the name of your school?
ACC.
Is Nima cluster school?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And you're wearing your hijab?
Yes.
You wear your hijab all the time?
Please, no.
Okay. What times don't you wear it?
When we are going to school, we move it outside. And when we close, we wear it.
Oh, so you dress like this from the house?
Yes.
And when you get to the school, you remove it?
Yes.
At what point do you remove it? Before you enter the compound or before you enter your class?
Before I enter the compound.
So where do you put your hijab?
I put it in my bag.
Put it in your bag. How about you? Do you always dress like this?
Yes.
So when you're in the house, what kind of work do you do?
I help my mother to wash our clothes and bowls. I sweep the room and I mop the room.
And when you're doing that, you wear this? You wear your hijab?
Yes.
And when you dress and you're going to school in the morning, you dress like this?
Yes.
What happens when you get to the school?
When I get to the school, I'll move the hijab and put it inside my bag, and I'll sit down and I learn. If it is closed, and I'll move it inside my bag and I'll wear it.
Why don't you wear it to go to class to go and learn?
Because they'll seize it.
They'll seize it. Have they ever seized it before?
Yes.
By who? Teachers or seniors?
Teachers.
Let me speak to your friend as well. You always wear your hijab?
Yes.
Did anyone ever collect your hijab from you in school?
Yes.
Who? Teacher?
No, our gate man.
Who?
Gate man.
Gate 1?
Gate man.
Oh, security?
Yes.
What did he say?
He said that the administrator said that we should know where this one from school.
Let me speak to a woman in this community who I believe should be having some views to share with us.
Ba daidai bane za a ce ba za a bar yaran mu ba su sa hijab. Me yasa ba bar su sa hijab? Saboda me? Abin da yasa ba daidai ba saboda yaran musulmai ne in suna tafiya an gane wangan musulma ne wanga ba musulma ba. Daya nabi me yasa soja ke sa kayan soja? Muka ga soja yanzu ga mun gane kamar wanga soja ne ko ba mu ganewa? Police kuma ya sa kayan police mun gane wanga police ne. nurse in ta sa kayanta muna gane wanga kamar wanga nurse ne ko ba haka bane shi yasa yaran mu kuma suka sa hijabu ya kamata mu gane kamar yaran musulmai ne ya za ce ba su sawa saboda me a ba su yanci su sa me yake yi hijabu me yake yi mun reni yaran mu tun suna yara sun sa saboda suna zuwa school sha ce ba bar su sa su yi hankuri su bar yaran mu su sa hijabu mu dai muna roƙon su.
I have come to the chief of NIMA to have an understanding of what the position is in the traditional authority and what they make of this challenge that affects a portion or a section of the community. Sarki, you're welcome to Citi Newsroom.
Thank you.
I believe you've been following the issue of these dreadlocks, and now the issue of hijab is also coming up in the news. What do you make of it, sir?
Well, even before the issue of the dreadlocks came up, the issue of hijab has been on in the news, really. And we have always held the position that Muslim girls who want to wear the hijab should not be prevented from doing so. There was a time when hijab was not a fashion in this country, that when we all went to school, nobody talked about any hijab, everybody just dressed up like everybody else. But over time, it has become a symbol for Muslim girls to express themselves as Muslims. And very many of them don't feel properly dressed without the hijab. I believe in discipline, I believe in order, that even if we're going to allow all these things to happen, which we must, especially in the name of religion, there still have to be some conformity with some order. But we cannot just say that we are not admitting you in our schools because you have dreadlocks, or we are not admitting you in our schools because you wear hijab. I think the time has come for all of us to begin to accommodate one another.
As a former lawmaker, do you think we need to create a new law that says Muslim girls should be allowed to wear the hijab? There are others who think that that would actually be flouting the law because schools are supposed to have some conformity enforced in students.
I just said that there must be some order and some conformity even in the use of whether it's the hijab or the dreadlocks. I don't think you need any new law.
Many community members of NIMA in particular have been expressing these views that they should be allowed, or their children should be allowed, to express themselves religiously in schools, i.e. they should be allowed to wear the hijab which identifies them as Muslims. Now, these views that they have expressed may be considered, but the one who would consider it for them is the immediate representative who may possibly raise this issue. Let's find out if this issue has even come to the attention of the local assemblyman for this area. Let me speak to the assemblyman. Sir, we have spoken to some of your community members. They have said that they want the hijab to be prescribed and allowed for their kids to wear to school. Is that a view that you receive from many people, or is just a few people who have that view?
Way back, the former president has even talked about this.
John Mahama
has talked about this. We should allow Muslim girls to wear their hijabs to go to school. So I think by doing so, we have to play to this government also to do so that the authority will allow the Muslim girl child to go to school with their hijabs.
That's the assemblyman for this electoral area. He has been receiving comments from constituents or community members who want their views heard. They want the hijab to be legalized in schools so they stop playing the hide and seek that they do with their teachers and authorities when they wear the hijab or the head covering in schools. This issue has risen or returned to the front burner after the Rastafarian issue arose in the Achimota school. This is Citi Newsroom on Citi TV. My name is Umaru Sandamadu and I'm reporting from NIMA.